Can you guess my surprise letter? The letter that I'm thinking of comes at the beginning of these words. A, alligator. A, ant. And a, apple. What sounds do you hear in these words? Ant, alligator, apple. With an a here and an a there. Here an a, there an a, everywhere an a. What sounds do you hear in these words? Ant, alligator, apple. All three of my words start with an a, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter A. Here we go round the alphabet tree, the alphabet tree, the alphabet tree. Here we go round the alphabet tree, singing the sounds of letters. A is the sound that goes with A, goes with A, goes with A. A is the sound that goes with A, singing the sounds of letters. In words like apricot or astronaut, A has an uppercase, yes, it's true. A has a lowercase, it's an A too. Uppercase, lowercase, match and see just how letter smart you can be. Uppercase, lowercase, match and see just how letter smart you can be. Great work! Let's sing our mighty miniatures from the letter A bucket. The A in apple says ah, 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 ah. The A in apple says ah, ah, learning the letter sounds. The A in alligator says ah, 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 ah. The A in alligator says ah, learning the letter sounds. A is a special letter. A is a special kind of letter because the A is our superhero letters because they can do what no other letters in the alphabet can do. They can say their own name. When A says its own name, we call that the long sound. Let's go ahead and sing some words that have the long sound at the beginning and the short A at the beginning. All right, I brought along my sorting buckets today, and on this bucket I have an A with the short sound sign. So all of my words that start with the short A will go in the yellow bucket. And on this bucket, I have an A with the long sound sign. That means that all of my words that start with a long sound are going to go in the long sound bucket. All right, let's go ahead and get started. My first word is acorn. Let's listen to the beginning sound in acorn. Acorn. Did you hear the A saying its own name? And I know that's the long sound of the letter A. Let's go ahead and sing the acorn all the way to the long A bucket. I hear the long A, long A, long A. I hear the long A, into the long A bucket. All right, let's try another one. I have a tiny little ant. Let's go ahead and listen to the beginning sound. Ant. Ooh, I hear the sound at the beginning, and I know that's the short A. So I'm going to sing the ant all the way to the short A bucket. I hear the short A, short A, short A. I hear the short A, into the short A bucket. All right, let's try another one. My next mighty miniature is an apple. Let's listen to the beginning sound in apple. Apple. I heard the sound, and I know that's the sound that goes with the short A. That's right. Let's go ahead and sing the apple all the way to the short A bucket. I hear the short A, short A, short A. I hear the short A, into the short A bucket. All right, let's go ahead and try another mighty miniature. This is an anchor. Let's listen to the beginning sound of the word anchor. Anchor. Ooh, I hear the A saying the long sound. Let's go ahead and sing the anchor all the way to the long A bucket. I hear the long A, long A, long A. I hear the long A, into the long A bucket. All right, let's take a look at our next magic miniature. It's an alligator. Alligator. Do you hear the short A at the beginning of alligator? Me too. I'm going to go ahead and sort the alligator all the way to the short A bucket. I hear the short A, short A, short A. I hear the short A, into the short A bucket. All right, we have one more mighty miniature. It's an apron. I hear the A at the beginning of apron, and I know that's the sound that is the long A saying its own name. So I'm going to sing the apron all the way to the long A bucket. Here we go. I hear the long A, long A, long A. I hear the long A, into the long A bucket. Great job sorting the short sound and the long sound of the letter A. Let's spell and blend first words. All right, my first word is mat. Let's listen to the sounds on our chin. At, mat. Now I'm going to get out my blocks and I'm going to listen to the sounds and put one block for every sound. Here I go. At, at, mat. Blend it, mat. Now I know that the sound at the beginning is an and that's the sound that goes with the letter M. I know that sound, and I know the letter that goes with it, so I get to write an M in the first box. Great work! That's beginning spelling. Now let's listen to the middle sound. Did you hear the A in the middle? And I know that's the sound that goes with the letter A. So I can write an A in the middle box. Let me make sure that's nice and clear. All right. At, blend it, mat. What if I want to change the t at the end and make it a p? Now I have a whole new word because I changed one sound. I took away the t at the end and I put a p. These are sounds and letters that we haven't talked about in our series yet, but maybe you already know them. That's super fantastic. Let's go ahead and listen to our new word. I put a p at the end. All right, here we go. A, p. Now let's stretch it out. Map. Now blend it. Map. Great work. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with a 2-sound word. And the trick is I'm going to add a letter at the beginning. Get ready. I'm going to put a cube right here to hold the place for that first box so I can go back and add a beginning sound. Okay, my word is am. Blend it, am. I heard an a, so I'm going to go ahead and put an a first. And next I heard an And I know that's the sound that goes with the letter M, so I'm going to put an M in that box. Blend it, am. But what if I wanted to make this beginning and add a p? Ooh. Now I know that the sound p goes with the letter P, and that's going to make a new word. Blend it, Pam. That's a name, so I'm going to need to put an uppercase P. All right, I'm going to put that P in the first box. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get out our reading fingers. A. Stretch it out. Pam. Now blend it. Pam. Now, did you remember that we had a little word? And I remember that's am. So I can always start over here and go Pam. Blend it. Pam. Great work using little words inside of big words. I brought along some magic miniatures, and some of my magic miniatures have an A at the beginning of the word, and some of my magic miniatures have an A in the middle of the word. And I know that's the sound that goes with the letter A. So if I hear the A sound at the beginning, I'm going to put it in the bucket with the A in the first box. But if I hear the A in the middle, I'm going to put it in the bucket with the A in the middle box. All right, let's get going. My first mighty miniature is an apple. What do you hear at the beginning of apple? I hear an A. That means that the A is at the beginning of my word. I'm going to put the apple in the bucket with the A in the first box. All right, let's try another one. My next mighty miniature is a bat. Let's go ahead and listen. B, b. That's not an A sound. Now let's stretch it out so we can hear that middle sound. Ba, ah, 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 ah. I hear the A in the middle, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter A. That means my A is in the middle of my word, so I have to put it in the bucket with the A in the middle box. All right, let's try another one. I have an itty-bitty ant. Let's go ahead and listen to the word ant. And, ooh, I heard the A at the beginning of my word, and I know that that's the sound that goes with the letter A. That means that the A is at the beginning of my word, so I have to put it in the bucket with the A in the first box. All right, great job. My last mighty miniature is a cat. K, k. Thumbs down, that's not an A at the beginning. Let's go ahead and stretch it out and listen. Cat. I heard the A in the middle, and I know that's the sound that goes with the letter A. So I'm going to put the cat in the bucket with the A in the middle box. Great work sorting our A sound at the beginning and in the middle. Our special word today is we. We is a special word. Not because it doesn't follow rules, but because we see it a lot when we read. Did you know that there is a special rule that it follows, even though it may be one that we're not very used to? W-E, we, W-E, we, that's how we spell we. W is first and then the E. W-E, we. W-E, W-E, that's how we spell we. W is first, then the E. W-E, we. Let's go ahead and map out our heart word. I call these words heart words because they have a special part in them that we need to remember. At the beginning of our word, we hear the W, so we put the W first. W. That's the sound that goes with W. Next, we hear the E saying its own name. It might seem like it's breaking a rule, but did you know it's not? The E is saying its long sound. That's its own name. And it's saying its long sound because there's not another letter to close him in, so he can say his name as loud and proud as he wants. I call that the open door E because there is no letter shutting the E inside so that he has to be quiet. Right now, he can say his name as loud and proud as he wants. That's why he says E. W-E, we. The E is the heart part of our word. It might be a little tricky to remember at first, but it will help us to be strong readers. And It will help us with other words too. I've had so much fun listening to the A that goes with the letter A. I'll see you next time when I teach to your super learning powers, one child at a time.